Alrighty.
Hi, my name is wackywolfAO, and I'm here to correct TikTak's shitty English because he sucks at English. If you don't know who I am, check the Dirge HTA leaderboard, and you'll know who I am. TikTak, who the fuck are you?
A mod on SRC and potential HTA Bossrush world record holder. And the thing is that my raw footage, like the one I did on OBS, doesn't have any sound. So I thought we'll just do a commentary video while calculating the IGT to see if it is world record or not. And yeah, I also have the footage from a PS4, but it's also always very unreliable if it cuts out at any point or whatever. So I would prefer footage like that. And commentary videos are always kind of fun, right?
Yeah.
So I can't pause the video, otherwise it wouldn't quite be, you know, an official way of showing the run. So I hope I can catch all of the individual times. I didn't like the run, but it might be world record, so let's just go with it, right?
Wait, what happens if the video buffers or something, or
it's an offline recording, so it shouldn't. If it does, well, it's too bad. I'll just upload the raw footage then, I guess. Or we'll re-record if it's early enough. But let's try.
Okay.
Let's go. You can see everything, right?
Uh-huh.
And like I said, there's no sound on this one, so I guess we should be enough. Me and my shitty microphone.
What's wrong with your microphone?
It has this background sound which is just very distracting all the time. I should really get a better one.
I don't really hear it.
I mean, you'll see on the recording after, because I tested that one. And it's always like that, but maybe it's just not that big of a deal. I'll definitely get a better mic at some point in the future. So yeah, the Valus I remember was mediocre at best, since I got the plant here. I tried to lose it like that, but it's still a plant. So that was...
You said I tried to lose it. I just imagine you talking about your mind. Trying to lose your mind.
Yeah. I mean, I lost my sanity a couple of times going for this record because it's just so difficult to stay consistent on HTA. NTA is a walk in the park compared to that, at least for me. I'm sure Church will beat this one pretty easily if he actually tries, but you know, the more competition the better. I'm very happy about this one, and I, for now, will actually maybe do some NTA boss rushes, maybe go for the odds and evens, and for sure we'll try more any percent now. So yeah, this was 112.11, I think.
Alright.
Which is very bad because my average is probably a 105 at this point. So yeah.
Want to guess what your IGT is?
112.11.
Oh my god, you're psychic.
Math god, am I right? 112.11 indeed. Okay, hopefully it will be seen well enough on the recording as well. Otherwise I can always provide the raw footage.
Yeah. I don't know why, but the way you worded that you can provide the raw footage, it sounds weird.
I'm sorry about that.
No, it sounds weird as in it can be taken out of context or something.
Let's leave it at that then.
No, not even in a sexual sense. I feel like it could be some other situation, but not a sexual one necessarily.
I'm not sure what you mean, so let's leave it at that. Okay. So yeah, I lost some time on quad because of the plant, I think. But the funny thing on quad is, I recently tried a bit on the IL, and I'm pretty sure I have a strategy which could lead to world record. Because there was this one random guy from Brazil, which funnily enough has my first name in his name. Igor Play. Remember we watched a video of him as well when I verified him stuff real quickly. And he uploaded an HTA quad which had a very interesting strat, and I think I'm actually using it here. You'll see in a second, which might actually be a slight improvement, and I was already almost able to get a sub 120 with it, so maybe I could even do the very casual strat and still beat Storm? I don't think so. I have other ideas with ump jump, but it's just an idea. You'll see it in a second if I remember correctly. I use it. Look! You can go up here. See?
Oh,
It
up the spine.
Yeah, and you can jump very far off of it if you time it right. So it's a very cool thing. And yeah, you see I don't get to plant here, and usually I would already reset here. But, yeah, I got the backup thingy, as you see.
Oh.
The backup plant.
You got the magic plant.
Yeah, but I think in the end I still lose a lot of time because, yeah, you see I lose the plant. And since I did a mini step, I thought a jump step would be enough. I go for it, and it's still pixel health.
Oh.
And now I lose like 10 seconds because I can't get the slash in.
Oh no. No.
So imagine all the times I got like a sub 105 for Valus and a sub 130 quarters the second, and the good guys in the end. Now
wait, I missed the time.
it'll pop up again.
It was the 140 something.
I can tell you in a second. Because I can definitely see it on this recording on my screen. It's 151.97.
Oh, 151.97.
So very bad. My PB is definitely a sub 130, so...
Want to guess what your current IGT is?
3 minutes and like 2 seconds.
4 seconds. 4.08.
That's good.
Is it?
No, it's absolute trash. And this,
Did you just like autopilot your?
yeah, definitely, it's absolute trash so far. And the funny thing is, I've had so many good starts to run where I fail on Hydras, or I fail on, you know, Pelagia, and now one of the trashiest starts I've gotten in a while actually ends up being a potential world record, which is kinda sad. For guys as well, just look at this shit, what happens. Usually a good guy is like a low 2 minutes or sub 2 minutes even. And in this one it just all goes wrong and they somehow like improvise. Basically the launch was decent enough, but the problem is here I grab onto his head and that cancels his animation and I fall down. So now all
I mean, in a way, if you land on his head like that, it could technically be faster if you're prepared for it. Like,
yeah, no way you can just do it in a boss rush. And the problem is I kind of save it here, but all of the animations are wrong. Meaning I can't go for the animations I'm comfortable with anymore. Because I don't get the plant, I don't get the perfect setup, I don't get the 3 fast steps on the hand, on the arm rather. So this is just an absolute shit show now.
Yikers.
So instead of like low 2 minutes, I think I have like a 240 guys here, which is like 40 seconds of time loss. Yeah, here I almost failed the run, but it's fine. It's definitely fine. This is fine. This is just HTA Bossrush world record for you guys. If it even is. It should be, because, you know, of my last IGT and the time save I got, but it might as well not be, for all I know. So, see, because the whole lineup is wrong, the usual timing I have for those stabs is just not there, so I lose a lot of time. Even trying to reset those stabs is absolutely painful. Yeah, you can...
You must have been in a good mood when you did this run, because usually when you have, like, you know, shitty run.
Honestly, yeah, I would reset this definitely. But yeah, I went for a risky thing there and the transition was good and I was like, well, whatever, I can still world record. And you know what actually motivated me to do this kind of mentality thing, kind of? I was watching a Pokemon speedrunner who like basically was on complete world record pace in Pokemon Sapphire or something. And then he just died. And you know, if I would die in such a run, I would just reset no matter.
You mean like he blacked out?
No, he died in the run, which usually is like the end of it. But he improvised and still got a PB where he lost a couple of minutes, but he was fine with it, for practice sake even. And here I thought, I reset so many runs just because I wasn't okay with the start. If I wouldn't have reset those, I would have gotten the HTA world record much, much earlier. So I went in with the idea, this won't be a perfect run, but it might still world record, so let's just continue for practice sake, you know?
Wait, I missed the time again, shoot.
No, I can see it. 2:43:10.
Okay.
Guess what you're...
6 minutes something. Oh god, you have to rejoin the thing, I think it bugged out. Rejoin the call. So yeah, talking about it, absolutely trash start to this. Yeah, it's still bugging out, I'll restart the call myself now. It shouldn't be an issue for the recording, I hope. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
It should be fine. So yeah, you missed some of the all of the Phaedra, but it's fine. I think my IGT is like 6 minutes or something, right?
5:47:18.
5:47. Okay.
Yeah.
So the thing about this is worse than my previous PB, which is absolutely abysmal, because usually up to guys I can save up to a minute. So already here I lost like a minute of potential time save. But I was like, well, whatever, I can fix this. And the Phaedra was actually decent enough if I remember correctly. You can see it, right? I do the storm thingy, which I should probably post as like a little video to add to my HTA tutorial, because it's just very useful. Oh god, it backed out again. Discord is absolutely abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Hi?
Hi.
Discord is absolutely horrible.
I know.
Yeah, so basically I got a decent Phaedra here, which already saves time for me. It's not the best HTA Phaedra, but it's like around 2 minutes, which is like average at this point with Stormglass strat. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you, if you make a tutorial video for HTA, do you have to wait for Stormglass to release his new HTA IL world record so that you can ask him for permission to use his video in the...
Why? I can just show him my execution of it. The thing is, I already have an HTA video, so if update videos, 20275 by the way.
Yeah, I caught that.
I would maybe do like a little like I'm not sure what it's called. You know, they do like a little video which pops up in the video. By the way, things have updated. Watch this little video too.
Yeah, I don't know how to do those, but I wanted to do those.
20275, and you see I'm already 30 seconds ahead again because I used to be very bad at this game when I did my last PB. I'm still very bad at this game, but less so than I used to be. So that's something.
That's debatable.
Oh god.
You want to guess your current IGT?
7 something. 740.
749.93.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
This is like my math training, every verification from now on. So, the Avian, I went for a safe strategy, even though I show a fast one in my tutorial. I thought for a split second of going for the jump stab, but then I remembered how many tries it took me to get it in an IL grind. I got more consistent with it, but I definitely won't go for it just now before I improve my record several times, when it becomes actually necessary. On HTA it can save a lot of time, actually, compared to a normal strategy. But it's difficult to do, so For now, I'll skip on that.
Are there going to be any heart attack moments in this?
I don't think so, actually. I think this is the tamest HTA avian I've gotten so far. He did the animation where you can just walk down the wing, and then I went for the tail instead of the other wing to have it as...
Wait, when you say, like, the tamest avian, I just imagine, like, avian being a sub.
Yeah, that's just you. Let's leave it at that. So here I was like, well, whatever, I'll go for the safer strategy.
Ooh, you lied to me, there was a heart attack.
Yeah, it's not even close to a heart attack, that's very consistent.
What?
Well, if you think so, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's 4 steps, and you lose like 30 seconds, I think, if you go for that instead of going wing to wing, because of the whole animations taking ages. But the problem with wing to wing is, which I still haven't quite figured out, is sometimes if you're not fast enough or something random, he will continue flapping the wings even after you stab one of the wings. So he won't flatten out, and then it's basically a dead run because of stamina and stuff. So that's why I went. So since that has the possibility of ending the run, I just went for the safe strategy here.
Can you repeat the word dead?
Dead.
You sound like you're saying dad.
Dead run.
Yeah, every time you say it, it sounds like dad.
Dead. What? The run would die. Okay.
Here, say dead.
Dead run.
There you go. Perfect.
Dead game. Okay. 2:33:30.
Okay. Wanna guess your IGT?
I never even tried to memorize the last one, it makes it so much harder. $10.20 or something.
10:23:23.
How am I like decent at math on a recording? That's so interesting.
Because you studied math in university.
If you study math in university, you do nothing even close to just counting things and like adding and subtracting things together. You do anything but use numbers.
What?
Don't even ask.
Okay then.
It's more about logic and applying like formulas, principles, finding solutions to problems which are of a general kind, you know?
Is it basically just like using logic to kind of like predict what an outcome will be without actually doing the math first?
No, it's like no matter the numbers, solve this thing for any numbers, something like that. And then things get more and more complicated. Anyway, Barba, I didn't even do the 2 cycle on this because I somehow forgot to jump up. That is pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, you were just mentally lazy or something.
No, it's just I've gotten past Avian not enough times to be like
prepared for Barba?
Yeah, kind of. I felt for all of the Colossi like that. That's for example why I struggled so much on Zenobia Super Jump as well, because I was like, holy shit, I'm actually world recording right now, you know. And it was the worst at Malice, you know. It's actually kind of difficult to find the right like place to like do the arrow shot if you don't do that often. Yeah, by the way, that's just absolute bullshit. He continued shaking even though I stabbed him. Yeah. What was I talking about? Yeah, basically I did that church HDQ Malice.
Spoilers.
Yeah, that's embarrassing, honestly.
No, you.
And you know, for me it's just a grind of some shitty HTA Bossrush world record. Meanwhile, Chad was in front of actual people and 100,000 of like online viewers. So yeah, Chad will absolutely annihilate this run once he gets to it. Yeah, by the way, this was kind of risky-ish, but I had not enough stamina, so I kind of went for stuff to regain it. Was probably not smart, but whatever. I just wanted to do every Colossus as safe as possible, you know? Because that would, in the end, just guarantee a PB at the very least. And, you know, that's what it did. I'm not happy with this PB, but it's something. Oh, by the way, this is also bullshit. I got the first step, and on the second step, look what happens.
Oh, you weren't close enough to the sigil.
Yeah, it was absolute bullshit. Yeah, but here it was enough again. So yeah, on Barbara I can actually also save like 30 seconds at the very least.
What was it? 2 something? 216 something?
Let me see it again.
I think it was like 216 something.
2:19:10.
Okay. You want to guess what your IGT is now?
Oh god, why did I sign up for this? 1, 2, 3.
You asked me.
12:50? Just guessing.
Close 12:42:33.
At this point I'm just thinking of approximate and just guessing.
Wait, actually, by the way, what's the IGT of the world record?
Oh yeah, that's probably important to know, right?
Yeah.
My Hydrus was safe but solid enough. I'm happy with this one. I didn't go for the full jump step thing because I was afraid of all the times the Hydrus failed, so this was just decent. HTA Bossrush 32:05:56 by Church Neo.
32:05:56?
Yeah, by Church Neo.
Okay. I'm just gonna like make a note of
By
that.
the way, this is the first run Church ever has gotten past Valis. And I have 400 attempts in this. Obviously I could have gotten a world record earlier if I just didn't reset as much, but you know, it's just telling how bad I actually am consistency wise compared to Church.
Yeah.
So I was very happy with this Hydrus actually. Jump step, slow but steady, you know, jump step. Now instead of jump stabbing further, I just do a safe thing where I stab this horn and then go up to the sigil and finish it off in a couple of stabs. This is as safe as a Hydrus gets on HTA. If you don't do the jump stabs, it's kinda risky because sometimes he bugs out and doesn't let you do stabs. But if you continue jump stabbing, you can also mess up things. So this is as safe as it gets. 1:05:10.
Okay. 1:05. And wanna guess your IGT?
Oh god, what was the last one? I don't want to remember them, you know. Let's guess again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13:55.
13:47:43.
I see.
Yeah, your guesses are really good. They're always really close.
Yeah, it's, you know, I'm thinking of the times I have gotten, I'm kind of rounding them up and down, and yeah. But this also saves time compared to my PB, because I think on the PB I reset once. So this is not even that much of a time save, actually. But then again, I lose time on Dirge due to resetting. So there's that.
So you reset on Dirge and who else?
Only Dirge, I think.
Oh, only Dirge? Okay.
But I failed a couple of things. My Kuro was actually pretty good, if I remember correctly.
Did you get the 1 cycle?
Yes, I did. First try. Look at me, I can do this. I wasn't able to do it at all in the race and only did it third try, but here I was actually able to by just...
I think everyone in the race had trouble with Kodo. Like everyone was stuck
Yeah,
on
but the thing is, someone like Church or someone like Marcelo or anyone of the higher end like skilled people could do this 1 cycle every time, so it's kind of embarrassing still.
Promise me that like in your next HTA race or whatever, if you know you're gonna fail the 1 cycle on Kodo, will you promise me that you won't be stubborn and you'll actually like try to live and to cycle it rather than being stubborn and trying to reset?
I don't promise anything. That's why people love racing NTA instead. Vakuro is the easiest Colossi of all. But yeah, I got all the resets, and now I go for a step.
Vakuro is the easiest Colossi of all?
Easiest Colossus.
Thank you.
Easiest of the Colossi, I might have said, I'm not sure. But yeah, there's a recording, so people can call me out on that. And this is 107.55.
Okay, 107.55. You want to guess the IGT?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 05.
Close, 1454.98.
I see.
Yeah.
Isn't it always satisfying when it's like lower than you expected?
I'm not sure. So the Bassaran, that one was kinda... It was decent enough, but could have been way better if I would have gotten the plant, as it always is, basically. It was a first try, so I'm happy about that, but, you know, it can always be better. I got a similar one in HTA Odd, and I wasn't satisfied there, because it's definitely improvable. And I think in my PB I got a sub 1, so yeah, there's that.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I'm consistent at this thing for sure.
No, you.
Yeah, I actually am. I
meant to say, no, you not.
Oh god, now you got me. So yeah, I didn't get the jump step, so I have to do a third step here. And then I do the HTA thing where I drop off and make him reset his walking animation so I can stab freely. And usually you want to get the plant during this moment where you have time, but I just wasn't able to. So that makes it kind of awkward, you know.
So sad.
It's kind of difficult to get the plant on Bassaran. Especially if you go for the one at the back of the sigil. So I went at the front and tried to get it, and I think this time I got it. No, the second time I got it. Yeah, this is the plant. Kind of clutch, but yeah, could have been better. An ideal Bassaran is definitely a sub 1 on HTA for Bossrush. Here I get like a 120 something, I think. Yeah, and also one that does a couple of those. I don't want to watch record today. 122.15.
Yeah, I saw that one. 122.15. Want to guess your IGT?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 30?
16, 17, 13. And you said you had to do a retry on Dirge?
Yeah, I didn't get the arrow, and instead of doing the shit show where you wait for him to get up again, I thought it would be faster to just reset, probably.
Yeah.
It was a shit show. The second one was decent, though. You can you are better than me at Dutch, for sure. You can criticize me all you want, but I deserve it, yeah. This wasn't ideal, and I lost at least 20 seconds. You know, there's just more at stake, and you try to do those safe strategy that are actually less safe because you're not used to them and stuff. And that was definitely a case of that, but at least I got this one cycle after that. So here we have to make sure to definitely get like the reset time. If we don't, we do it after the recording, okay?
Okay.
See, I don't get the shot. Even here I don't, and when... yeah.
And then he goes under.
Yeah, and 23.96.
23.96, yeah, I saw that one. 23.96. Want to guess your current IGT?
No. Let's leave it at that, I'm tired. This was a very stressful run because HTA is just, you know, it doesn't care. It will just crush you. So yeah, still a late wall stun for your standards, but at least it's a wall stun, you know.
Oh yeah, because like he did the drifting thing.
It could have been better for sure, but yeah. At least
That's why you want to use the questionable white stain on the wall. Oh, you got a jump set. You want to use the questionable white stain on the wall because that can help you avoid getting the thing where he drifts.
Yeah, but
stuff.
I would have to rebuild my whole muscle memory and stuff. And yeah, you're probably right, but I'll see about that. Dirge is definitely not my biggest concern in the HTA Bossrush, at least. Stab, and here I get an involuntary reset, but I think I recover quickly enough, yeah. And it's important to not go for a jump stab here, because you can look like an idiot pretty quickly.
Yeah.
1:14:54.
Alrighty. 1:14.
Which is decent enough for like an average boss rush attempt, but since I lost 23 seconds as well, it's kind of shitty. And you see I lose time.
Want to guess your current IGT?
No.
Try.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, something.
Close. 17:55:63.
I see. So Celosia was just average. Not good, not bad. And then Pelagia was a bit sad. It was good, but it could have been way better. It wasn't good, but it was way better than my last Pelagia, so I'm happy about that.
Sounds like every other run you've had.
Sure.
Just bad.
Yeah, kinda. It could have been very, very good, but I fucked up at one point in the run. Yeah, just average Celosia stuff. Aiden can do better. Hammer, Odawara, anyone can do better than I do, but...
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
Yeah, that's basically every other runner in the Shadow community seeing this shit show of a world record potentially. Imagine if it's not even world record, that would be kind of funny.
Yeah.
I could imagine such an instance, definitely. 43:61.
43:61. Let's see. 43:61. Guess your IGT?
I think... If
Wait, 43 or 40? Oh, 43. I accidentally put 44.
43:61.
Okay. I don't know why I put 44. I don't know what that is.
You wanna sabotage my run.
No.
I'm kidding, it's fine.
You want to guess your IGT?
18:30 it should be, right?
18:39:24.
So now Pelagia. This could have been a perfect Pelagia, but it was not supposed to be. Everything went well, and then I got a little, like... what's it called? Yeah. But it was still way faster than my last Pelagia, so it saves like 2 minutes. Because my last Pelagia was a complete shit show 5-minute one. And I think that's where Church also has his time save. So here I do the setup, and it works perfectly. And I kid you not, after I got the setup for the 2 cycle, I like... You know, this was the first time I've ever gotten this far. What should I do now? Kind of. Yeah. So, perfect setup, jump, IL strat. Don't fall off. Got it. Now regrab and please stab. And now if you got to this point and it's stabbing, you basically have guaranteed 2 cycle. You just do 4 stabs and you're fine. And here I do a 4th one, and this is basically guaranteed 2 cycle if I wouldn't have been bad at this game, because I got very nervous about it. Because so far it's sub 1 minute on this gazebo and being on the head again, while Pinag even turns the right way, as you see, to the right. This is like perfect. It's like a dream, and now you shouldn't be able to fail anything anymore, but yeah, let us watch the shit show that is to happen.
You sound like you would be like a really good play-by-play commentator. Like, you know, those people in like sports that like commentate like during sports games and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you could probably be really good at that.
Yeah, I see.
You should be on like the couch at the next Shadow of the Colossus AGDQ.
I mean, if I'll make it to America, and yeah.
Oh right, that's right.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
I didn't get the grab, and I was very sad about not even getting the thing.
Yeah, well, Wander didn't want to be a magnet that day.
Sorry, people came in to my room, but it's fine. So this is losing about a minute now, because Wander didn't want to grab the ledge. I'm not even sure if he can...
I don't think you can grab it, you just gotta run up it and stuff.
Yeah, it was kinda bad that... This almost failed also, but at least I salvaged that. I could have saved like 20 seconds if I would have gotten up to the head quickly from the lower platform, which sometimes works out. But here...
Yeah, but you didn't want to risk it, and it was
no,
good
I know, I went for it, but it's just, you know, a shit show.
Yeah.
But here, it should be fine. I just go for the safe lineup. Because you don't want to jump up there, because sometimes Pelagi just doesn't want to do the animation when you're completely screwed.
Screwed it.
Yeah, so here I was happy enough. Just gotta wait long enough and not fall off. And after you see everything is fine, you jump. And now you just gotta do 3 stabs on the sigil and you're fine. So this could have been a sub 2, maybe a 2-minute flat Pelagi, instead of it's like a 3-minute flat Pelagi. Around that. Still way faster than my last time. 3 minute and 0.35 seconds.
That's not a flat 3 minute.
0.35, you know.
Yeah, but that's not flat. Alright, so you want to guess your IGT?
Oh god, what was my last one? 1830. So now it's 2130, right?
2139.
I see. But you see, but you see now I'm 2 minutes and 43 seconds ahead, and I think it's enough to be 1.5 minutes ahead of Church to get the world record by IGT. And I hope that's the case, because there's always interference with resets and stuff, you know?
Yeah, so, like, you have to beat, like, the next 4 Colossi under 11 minutes to beat Church.
Under 11? 1, 2,
yeah, because his
4,
world record is 32 minutes,
5,
and right now
6,
we're at
7, 8, 9.
21.
Okay, if that's the case, I definitely got the world record. By a long
think
shot, yeah. Because my Phalanx was around 2 minute flat, my Snowbear was around 2 minute flat, my Argus was sub 2 minutes, and my Malice was like 3 or 3:30. Definitely not 4. Which should be enough. So here I got a bit uncomfortable on the setup. I wasn't sure.
Oh, baby, a triple!
It wasn't the safest triple, and I could have saved some time here for sure, but whatever. I did well enough, you know, I didn't mess anything up. Now the important thing is actually getting the jump up of the wing, and I tried to do this as safely as possible, and I think I accomplished that. Like from now on you can see how nervous I am and how I try to do everything as safely and smoothly as possible.
Yeah, you told me that you got to Phalanx and you started shaking, you said.
Yeah, that's horrible, because so many runs died the last 4 Colossi, you know?
Yeah. I mean, what was the gibberish you tried to text me?
It was just me randomly, like, hitting the keyboard for no reason.
Oh, okay, I thought you were trying to type something specific, but like we're missing all the keys and stuff.
No. I don't know, it's just me, kind of, yeah. So two steps and 75% of a step is always about enough. You don't want to do 2.9 like Foxy once did, because that can actually finish off the sigil. 2.7, 2.8 is just fine. Oh, and here I miss a step, that also loses a little bit of time.
Yeah, but not too bad.
Yeah. In general, this run feels way better than the last one for sure, but still not good at all, in my opinion. Maybe I'm just being too harsh on myself, but I feel like Church can beat this one easily.
Eggplant.
No, like, by a long shot. But, you know, it's cool that he will at least try to do so.
Yeah. How many years do you think it'll take before he runs NG plus?
2:10.93.
2:10.93 years? Yeah, that's a lot.
2:10.93 is the time.
I know, I was just making a joke. I want to guess your IGT?
The last one was like 21, 30, 22, 23, 23:45 or something.
Close, 23:50.52.
Yeah, because I remember I was off by a few seconds last time.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure how bad my Malus actually was. I hope it was fast enough. It might still get somewhat close. It shouldn't, but it can be. And this is actually faster than my last phalanx. Kinda shows the improvement, because that wasn't a good phalanx at all. It was just a decent enough one. And the Zenobia was kind of a shit show as well.
Did you get the wacky jump?
I tried to, but no.
Did you get the backup?
Yeah.
Yay.
And the super jump took me quite a while.
Super jump. Say it.
Super jump.
Yay!
So this is
I wanted to squeal, but
no need. So the thing about the super jump is, if you get it instantly, it's the easiest one to get. If you get it like second or third try, it's the second easiest one to get. Once you mess it up, you're kind of like, you know, it's all
screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see I messed it up, and now it was close, but I still messed it up. So now I'm trying all around the pillar because I don't want a Zenobia to hit me. And yeah, it'll work out at some point, but it's still kind of trash. Especially for my standards, since I've gotten good Zenobias before, as you might know. Yeah, but I feel like compared to the Kaze jump, it still feels as fast as a normal Kaze jump, you know?
Oh, I wish I could be normal.
God, stop. Okay, but I can get the manip-ish. And now, yeah, it was very close. I got to the first thing, as you might see, and I missed the jump height-wise.
Yeah, you kind of need like a bit of a running jump. So
not necessarily a running jump, but you need to have like the right angle and stuff. But it's still fast-ish enough, considering the circumstance. But like, a good boss rush walls plateau would be like 30 seconds faster. So this was still kind of trash.
You tried to say walls then. This isn't dirge.
Yeah, a good plateau is sub 1 for boss rushes. Especially considering I can get like a sub 50 at this point. And this was just 30 seconds too slow, but whatever, you know? As long as I don't mess up completely, it should still be enough advantage. And I think this is like around a 2 minute Zenobia. I hope I didn't like mess up too much on Malice because I remember it being pretty terrible. Okay, this is 20318.
Okay. 203. 18. Guess your IGT?
I forgot everything. Let me just calculate it through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, something.
Close, 2553.7.
I see.
70, rather.
So how fast do the last two have to be for it to still be world record?
It has to be sub 7 minutes ish, or let's see.
But it should be enough.
Sub 6 minutes ish.
Sub 6 should be enough. Should be enough. I'm almost confident it should be enough. And you know what I mean? Like, Hammer made fun of me how I was in the race always like, oh, I failed this one horribly. Probably still fast enough for world record. Oh god, that was so trash. Probably still enough for world record. I wasn't trying to mock Church in any way. I just know he can do way better and that his run is not optimized at all. And now seeing this world record with so many mistakes, it kind of shows what I meant, right? Because after the race I realized I came off as a little bit of a douchebag at times, even though I didn't intend to at all. Like when I said, though, you all did terribly and stuff and I still won, I just have very high standards and I know Foxy and Aiden both can do better and that's what I meant. It's almost like...
If anything, you're just like thinking to yourself out loud, and so like you're like just saying like, oh, this was really bad, but I think it could still be world record and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Church is a good runner, Foxy is a good runner, and Aiden are. That's why I have had higher expectations. But I know they know themselves they could have done better in the race. And this arc is actually very good. I almost didn't do any mistakes. Like, this was absolutely solid. I'm very happy with this one.
Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Like, this arc is one of the things I'm the happiest about in this run. I get the stab, switch weapons at some point, cancel this one out of confidence, but I can do a full stab soon. Switch weapons, start with weapon charge right as he would shake a second time. Like, this is solid stuff. Usually you're like, yeah, there we go. 145.1.
145.01 or 10?
10.1. 10 basically.
0.10?
Yeah, 145.10.
And then just double check to confirm it.
145.10.
Alright, wanna guess your IGT?
If I had a better memory, I would have just remembered the in-between thingies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28?
27, 38.
Oh. So, how bad can my Malice be now?
It has to be like sub 5 minutes-ish.
Which I should have done. If I remember correctly and didn't injure my head in the process. It was still a pretty bad Malice. It was almost perfect, but then it was pretty bad. It was basically the Malice that Church did at HDQ. And now I get what the problem is with getting lost, because all those platforms look the goddamn same.
Yeah, and plus
nervousness,
it's like
yeah.
Gray and black and white and like.
And nervousness. It's still pretty bad and pretty embarrassing.
Well, wait, no, I think what happened with Church is like someone on the couch said, yeah, now he just needs to go right or something, and like Church for some reason went left. He like got left and right mixed up for some reason.
I mean, you're on a couch, 100,000 people watch you online. Yeah, things like that can happen. Here, I'm running and trying to get the shittiest world record of all time, and I get nervous out of nothing, you know.
Yeah.
It's not even comparable, and Church will crush this time. But, you know, at least I finally got it once, you know.
Yeah.
But so far the run's actually very good. The problem was that I always do the timing roll to know when to jump, but I think I still jump too fast because you have to wait a little bit before jumping. Oh, and also I fell down here for no reason. Yeah, this happened.
Yeah, got on.
This side jump is pretty cool. And now basically this would have been a perfect Malice and a sub 50 run. But yeah, when I jump higher, do the timing roll and get nervous and jump off too early. If I waited just a little more, this would have been fine. And now I try to hang on still. And yeah, no. So yeah, I fall down, and now I'm confused where the hell I am. Because usually you're never in these parts of Malice. So
I just imagine you in real life falling off from somewhere high and then waking up not knowing where you are.
And now this is Church Simulator. I'm looking up and thinking, well, no, I don't think the original. No, this isn't it. Let's go left. Is this the right one? No way.
What the fuck?
No way. Let's go farther left. Oh, I almost fell down. Yeah. This is the speedrunners you're dealing with, but then I finally got it, I think. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I went around in a circle for a bit, but it
Holy shit.
and fell down again. Yeah. This loses like 50 seconds. Probably more, actually. Anyway, let's forget about this and imagine that what will happen now happened the first time. I do a roll, wait a little, and then jump. And then it's fine. Wait for it. And here I start to lose time, by the way. Compared to a shitty Malice.
Yeah.
It can still be improved by a lot, but at least I don't jump stupidly here and just get the plant instead. So yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, but that's what I meant. I think Church lost a lot of time on Pelagia. That's one of the things, at least, which I remember. And considering, yeah, I can save a lot of time. Just look at the sum of best. My sum of best is sub 45 minutes now without an SSD. So hopefully Church will crush my run. 3:32:32 I think it was.
3:32:32.
Yeah, I think so.
You want to double check?
Yeah, obviously. But at this point the whole run is already recorded, so we can also rewind and stuff, I think. I hope. 3:32:32, yeah.
Okay. Want to guess what your IGT is?
No, just tell it to me.
31:11:12.
So I beat it by less than a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a world record, am I right? But I can't be happy with it, because it could have been minutes better, you know?
But you're still gonna upload it, right?
Obviously. It's Church's turn now. I am done with this category until he beats it like in a couple of minutes or tries.
Wait, can I post it on r/speedrun?
Why would you post such a shit show?
Because it's a world record, and I doubt any of them are gonna watch the entire thing.
It's shit. It's shit.
Yeah, but it's got interesting commentary, though.
Yeah, tell them that I'm not happy with it, though.
Okay.
Whatever.
Well, wait, actually, I don't want to leave any comments on it because people always assume that when you post something, it's something that you did and stuff, and so I don't want to give it away that it was you. Because Reddit, you get more karma from other people's.
Why do you care so much about karma now? I introduced you to Reddit like a couple of weeks ago, and now you're all about karma. It's horrible.
Well, yeah, because certain subreddits won't let you post shit unless you meet their karma level.
Anyway, people from Reddit, if you're watching this run is shit. I will improve, and Church will beat this soon. But clickbait title now. Pretty unknown European runner beats a GTQ runner at a full game boss rush category in Shadow. There we go.
Are you actually gonna make that the YouTube title?
No. No, not for sure. For sure not. I have my, like, standards for posting runs with titles, and that's something very special, which this one definitely isn't. It's just a PB that somehow happens to beat the world record, which is trash, and this run is
Ooh, am I
trash.
very special?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for the commentary, and yeah, hopefully Aiden will react to it and laugh about my shitty mistakes. There we go.